I'm here with Walter Zill, and there's this beautiful tree right over here that has fruit on it. And he happened to mention that it was Buttercream, which is one of the new Zill varieties. And I was very interested in all sorts of things because this is a variety that I'm a couple years away probably from fruiting it. And so I would be really interested to hear about the tree and especially the fruit.
Well, of course, the fruit is what is the major interest to begin with. In my thinking of it, my thoughts go back to where it originated from the seed of Springfells at my brother's planting. And when it grew up, the tree was kind of a runt, and he had in mind that it might work for a rootstock because the seed in it was polyembryonic, and he thought that, well, maybe it'll be something that will be dwarfing of other plants planted on it. What he did with it for determining rootstock, I can't really tell you all of that because I don't know it all. But in the effort of getting more fruit of it so he'd have an abundance of seed, he grafted it onto other rootstocks, and it grew quite normal on other rootstocks. And he had a lot of fruit and took seeds to plant, but for some reason or another he has decided it was not satisfactory for rootstock. But the flavor in the pulp of it when it's ripe is a very refreshing taste. Why he called it buttercream is up to him, but to me it's when I think of buttercream, I think of something oily and fattening and all that, but the flavor in this is a good, nice, refreshing, sweet. It's got enough tart to it. It's a wonderful flavored mango that has no fiber, and yet it's a big mango. This is quite a ways from what full size, but I think it'll be mature, so that and ripen. And we've had ripe ones on the tree already. It appears that this particular tree was grafted onto turpentine, and when my brother decided he wasn't going to keep all of his trees, he didn't need that much production of it, he offered one to me as a grown tree. So I accepted that, and I dug it up and moved it in here, wanting it here for a shade tree. And for a few years, well, he didn't want anybody to get this fruit or get graftwood of this kind because he wanted it exclusively for rootstock that he thought would be dwarfing on other varieties. It didn't prove to be what he was hoping for, so he was no longer, shall I say, jealous of keeping all of the graftwood or seeds from it, and it's no big deal if other people get a start of it. But it tends to make a crooked tree, and it's a very large seed, and as I recall, I measured about 13% as the seed volume compared to the overall volume, whereas most of your favored mangoes will be around 7% seed, and some of them much less. But this is a big seed, but it's got a really good flavor around in the pulp that's around the seed, and I think it's worth keeping. So,
do you have any idea, besides Springfells, what the other parent might be?
Probably an Indo-Chinese variety. If I were to guess, I think Oak Rong would come to mind. Mm-hmm. For one reason, some of the fruit has a characteristic that's very similar to Oak Rong in having a V form at the front side of the seed. That's one of the identifying characteristics of the Oak Rong variety. So and Oak Rong is one of the sweetest, best flavored mangoes I know of. That's definitely a flavor. So you see what you think. when it ripens. I want you to take this home with you and enjoy it when it ripens.
Well, thank you so much, Walter.
You're welcome.